Looks like we're back. I don't know what happened. Looks like we had some issues here. The stream ended. We don't know why. Sorry guys, welcome back to part 2. Yes, that's a new stream. I mean, I don't know what happened. I have no clue. Suddenly the connection was lost, but we have good signal here. We have really good signal actually here. The software also didn't show any signs of a cut stream, of an interrupted stream. So, well, I guess I restarted it, and here we go. Here we are, new stream, right? We want to end later at 3:30 with Qantas, with the 787-900, and we still have 1 hour to go, and that's our goal for today. So I don't know what happened. Alright. Guess we lost most of our viewers. So sorry for that. I hope. I hope this one will be better. So, okay. It is what it is. The same happened to us in Chicago. Also, the stream got cut off for whatever reason. But also the channel next to us, the stream also got cut off for him. So could be, I don't know, could be a reset on the cell tower. It could be numerous reasons. Usually when there is a problem in the cell tower, when they're gonna reset, or when they reset the cell tower, it happens sometimes when they do updates, when they do maintenance works. You know, I work in the wireless industry, so sometimes they do, especially on the weekends, they do a reset, especially after updates, and once the connection gets lost, apparently the stream gets lost. So it can happen, nothing unusual, but it is what it is. So welcome back to part 2, Planes and Friends, here live from New York. We are still waiting for Qantas 787-9 as our last plane for today. That's 1 hour, the plane is 1 hour out. And we never had a Qantas so far on a New York live stream, and that's where we want to go. right. ETA 35900 on the short final. I hope I didn't miss it. Well, I did miss it. Okay, all right. Someone was stopping by and had a question. Well, okay, all right. Just guessed I missed the ETA. Okay. The Aer Lingus is in. Paris is in too. Man, all these European flights, they're also like they're always super early today. We have Lufthansa 340-600 landed. I think we missed that one too. Yep, it is what it is. And then we have Condor in about 10 minutes from Frankfurt, the Blue Sea one. ETA just landed. Cargolux is delayed. Alright, so this is what it is. Alright, so let's focus on Condor. They are about 10 minutes out. We have another 3-1 left landing here. This is Delta Flight 510 from Las Vegas, coming up in just a few seconds after we missed ETA and we missed Lufthansa. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now, that guy just had some questions about their hobby, about, you know, what's your favorite airport and stuff like that. It's great when they come up and say hello and have a little conversation. I appreciate that. So, we're gonna catch now Delta Flight 510 from Las Vegas, Nevada on a 321 Neo. Gonna be next. And Marcus also with the latest flight updates. Thank you, Marcus. And Björn says Pascal is the pilot today. Wow, I actually follow his channel. That is going to be interesting. Okay, that's nice. He's a great guy. Aero News Germany. That's his YouTube channel, and then he also runs a flight simulator channel. All right, cool. have Air Belgium. No, not Air Belgium. That would be that would be cool. No, we have Brussels Airlines approaching. Flight 501 with a 330-300. Years old. Oscar Zero Fox Hotel. And guys, a great opportunity to leave another like and subscribe for the stream. We got cut off. Unfortunately, if you would be so kind and leave another like and subscribe, that would be absolutely awesome. At least a like. That would be great. So Brussels is 2 minutes out. And we have another landing here on 31 left. But we want to stick to Brussels, what is right behind. So let me just pan over. And we're going to miss the 31 left landing, and we are waiting for Brussels. So we'll miss that one. This one is Delta Flight 367 coming in from San Diego, California on a 321 Neo. And Brussels will come up in just a few seconds. Bear with me here. I know the trees are not that amazing, but the plane is, and here she comes. And we have another Qatar approaching. JFK, flight from Doha, 777-300, 6 years old. And that is a 13 hours and 5 minutes flight. Looks like currently moving over to 31 right. Yes, I can see her. So we're gonna catch her in just a few seconds. That's Qatar flight 701. was Qatar 777 from Doha. And we have next inbound JetBlue 320-200, flight 634 from Port-au-Prince. Pop. Pop. This is Caribbean on a 737 MAX 8. Back to Kingston, Jamaica. JetBlue in the new mint livery. Here she comes. Next inbound here on 31 left is Delta 767 coming in from LAX from Los Angeles. 24 years old, and it's a 4 hours and 25 minutes flight. Just a few seconds, bear with me, guys. Delta 767 coming up on the flight to, take a guess, to Los Angeles, of course, to LAX. Just had a flight coming in from LAX. This one is leaving to LAX. That's cool. Flight. That is flight number 747 on a 767. 27 years old. That's one of the older ladies here. Let's see our inbound Condor. We see Condor here. Alpha November Romeo Tango in just 1 minute. And the plane is 1 year old. November 23. Flight radar shows it as brand new. 1 year old. It is almost brand new. Sorry, guys. We will go over to Condor in just a second. Right now. She comes 33900 from Frankfurt, Germany. right, Condor 33900 from Frankfurt. Let's see, what do we have next? We have next here on 31 left, we have Delta Flight 405 from San Francisco, from San Fran. Coming in just a few seconds. Always great to see a plane here on 31 left, so it's not so far out of distance. You could have seen it on the Condor, on the 33900, how far out they are, and this was with 600 millimeters, so quite a distance, so happy for every plane that's gonna come here. Marcus with more heavy inbounds. Thank you. Delta 33900 from Rome. Okay, so hopefully there's one plane for us here on 31 left. We currently see on 31 right another Frontier 321-200, one of the few classic ones that they have left, with the Golden Eagle livery. Nice. Nice. The Golden Eagle flies to New York. Awesome. Well, I already can see the Delta 767, so that's our next plane that we will get on camera. And then on 31 right, we have Austrian 767-600. No, 767-300. Excuse me. They used to operate with the Dreamliner. Okay, all right. Let's go for Delta real quick. I would prefer Austrian, but she is pretty close. You know what? Let's get Austrian. We have seen so many Deltas here. Let's give this one a pass. And we're gonna get Austrian. That is basically right behind her, but on 3-1 right. Here is Austrian from Vienna, 767-300, used to be the Dreamliner. And it also looks like that they have pulled forward their arrival time. They used to come in around 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish every day, and now 3:30. Looks like that's their winter flight plan. All right, cool. Austrian 767-300 from Vienna. Also, first time we have Austrian here in New York on the stream. Always later arrivals. So, all right. Next arrival is JetBlue flight 2068 from Punta Cana, kind of 320-200, 16 years, young, and that's a 3 hours and 23 minutes flight, but it looks like we get on 3-1 left another Delta. Yes, we got another Delta, a 321 Neo coming in from Seattle in Washington State, and that's a 4 hours and 24 minutes flight. We're gonna catch that one. This would give us enough time to go after the Delta flight to the British Airways 777-300 that is approaching 3-1 right, coming in from London Heathrow. So first of all, we go to the Delta flight 429, 321 Neo. Then we're gonna pan over right away to go and catch the 777-300. That's the plan for the next two airplanes. And then we have currently on 3-1 left, 330-900 coming in from Bella Roma, from Rome, Delta. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, let's see how we can do this. They fly pretty much, no, not parallel, but they're pretty close to each other. The British, the 777-300 and the Delta 330-900. Let's see how we can get this one done. All right. Alright, next one. British 777-300 from London Heathrow. Here she is. Plan works like a charm. Cool. Delta 330-900 from Rome. All right, well, that's who we have. We have Swiss, another 330-300 from Geneva, the French-speaking part of Switzerland. And then we have Neos. Wow. Neo 787-9 Dreamliner coming in from Milan. Also the first time that we have Neos on camera here in New York. So they look like they go, both of them go to 3-1 right. That is good for us. So let's focus on the Swiss one first and then go over as quick as possible to the Neos. Cathay coming up. 777-300 taxiing to runway 31 left. And now let's grab Swiss. right, and next one is gonna be on 3-1 right, the Neo 787-9 from Milan in Italy. First time here in New York for the planes in France cameras. I guess we're gonna stay with Cathay, right? You agree, guys? I guess we're gonna stay with Cathay. That's like a penalty. It's like when someone puts the ball right on the penalty point. We talk about soccer. So that's Cathay Pacific. And there's another wide body coming in. MNG Cargo. What do we do? What do we do? MNG Cargo, it's their regular colors. Cathay Pacific. Let's go for... Let's go for the Cathay. The light is just beautiful. Alright, Cathay 777-300 flight back to Hong Kong. We have missed the MNG, so sorry about it. That would have been the regular beautiful livery. I like the MNG livery a lot actually. And we have another British Airways coming in. Flight 173 from London Heathrow currently approaching runway 31 right. And Charles says, good to see you, planes and friends. Charles, welcome. Do we have any updates about the Qantas? In about 25-ish minutes. And we have ABX Air flying back to, what is it, Cincinnati, Ohio? Yep, back to Cincinnati, Ohio, ABX Air. That's one of the older ones, what I was talking about. 40 years old. That should be, she should be in the top 5, of the oldest 767s still flying. May 1984. I was a teenager in May 1984. What songs did we listen in 1984? Oh my God. Can you remember? And hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? 40-year-old ABX. What song did we listen in 1984? I'm just thinking about what song did we listen. Can you find out which song was #1 in the charts in Europe, in Germany, in May 1984? What about that? Which song was #1 in Germany in May 1984? Let's get some good flashback memories, guys. That's amazing. All right, that was the 40-year-old 767 200. Marcus, my hero. Number one single on May 14th, 1984 charts was Depeche Mode with People Are People. I had a feeling it was Depeche Mode. I'll be honest. It was such a good time. It was such a good time back then. So that is absolutely hilarious. Depeche Mode with People Are People. That's gonna be my song on the way home. After we will have Qantas 787-9. Awesome. Thank you, Marcus. That was cool. That was a really good Depeche Mode. The good old times. The good old times. When was E.T., guys? Was E.T. 1982? 81, 82? Around that, with a BMX bike? Oh my god, that was a big thing. I can't get over it. Depeche Mode, People Are People. Yes, I know the song very, very well. Marcus says the 767 is the 7th oldest active. I know they also have one that is, I guess, 42 or 43 years old. So they operate some really old ones. And this was a Type 200. I had a couple of flights on the 767-200 from Frankfurt with US Airways into, I think they flew into Pittsburgh. Frankfurt, Pittsburgh. It was in the early 90s. US Airways with a black livery 767-200 from Frankfurt into Pittsburgh. I took a couple of flights with these birds. They were great. ET's from October 84. You see, here we go. Let's talk 80s, guys. 80s was fantastic. I'm an 80s kid. I'm a complete 80s kid. It was fantastic. It was a great time. Cell phones that weren't even invented back then. Well, you had car phones like the B network, the C network in Germany, but not like the cell phones that we have today. Not at all. We picked up the phone, we called each other. Hey, are you down for whatever? Soccer, 3 o'clock? Hell yeah, let's go out. These were the times. Oh yeah, you can tell I'm a little bit of an older guy. Alright, what do we have next? We have next Iberia 300 coming in from Madrid on 3-1 right. It's another 220 with the hauling engines. No, excuse me, that's a 175. It looked on that little camera screen like a 220 for a second. That's Republic Air 5659, service to Columbus in Ohio. Embraer 175. All right, Qantas, where are you? Let's look for Qantas. Marcus says, we still had a rotary dial telephone at home till the end of the 1980s. And Marcus, what was the name of that model? What was the name? That's hard to Google, actually. It had three letters. It had 3 letters. It had 3 letters. So the Auckland flight is delayed to 3:48. Okay, all right, that's still okay. That's going to be our last plane for today. Qantas from Auckland in a 787-900 coming in at 3:48. That's going to be in half an hour. I was just surprised to see a plane on runway 22 right, but it's actually the taxiway next to 22 right. So I was in shock that we have a runway change, because the light is so perfect at the moment. I want to have the Qantas, the 787-9 Dreamliner, approaching 31 right, if possible 31 left, but I guess they're going to go over to 31 right in that beautiful, beautiful afternoon sunlight. And Qantas, Marcus says, Qantas will be a 15 hours flight from Auckland. No, thank you. That is way too much. And also Marcus with updates. The heavy arrivals for the next half hour. Emirates 380 from Dubai, American. 787 Dreamliner from Tokyo Haneda. Delta 330-300 from Athens. And Qantas, that's the plane we are waiting for. 787-900 from Auckland. And Marcus, I will give you the answer for the phone. It was a 611. If you Google 611 telephone, that's the one. You might just have had it in different colors. It was available in that grayish, whatever, Elfenbein was the name in German. And then you had it in green and orange. Crazy colors. But 611? Yep, exactly. Here we go. Fernmeldetelefonapparat 611. Here we go. Hey, we're digging deep in the 80s. That is fantastic. That is cool. That's fun. What else do we know from the 80s? BMX. Of course, I had a BMX bike. My parents bought me a BMX bike because they thought, when I have such a bike, not much things can break. Oh boy, they were so wrong. They were so wrong. Oh, we did crazy stuff with these bikes. And hallo Angelika. Greetings from Germany. Greetings from New York. And Marcus said they had it in green. Yes, that was one of the colors. Green, orange, and this ivory color. It's called Elfenbein ivory color, I guess. So, yeah, we had it in ivory. These things were built to last forever. Absolutely. And then it got replaced one day, actually, the phone, because we wanted to have something more, whatever, modern. And it got replaced by a phone with a dial pad, not with a rotary, with a dial pad. We got it in green. Here we go, Marcus. We got it in green, and that was the 791. 791 in green. Right, Björn? Green ones. Our 791 later on was green. It's fun. Come on. Let's take a little bit in the 80s. That's fun. What cars did you guys have in the 80s? What cars? My first car in 1988 was an Audi 100 in red. 5-cylinder, the good old 5-cylinder with 136 horsepower. The 5-cylinder, the amazing 5-cylinder sound. So it's actually a 2.2 liter, but the badge said 2.3 liters. It was cool. Marcus says, what about LH380 from Munich? 45 minutes as Encore. I am not sure. That's 4:15. I'm really cold, Marcus. That's the problem. I'm really freezing. The wind picked up again, so I'm really waiting for this for the Qantas one. Sorry. Yeah, Qantas is going to be the last one at 3:50 or so, 3:45, 3:50. That's going to be the last plane for today. And also, I am super hungry. I didn't have breakfast, and now it's 3:26 p.m. here on the East Coast. My stomach is empty. I did not have breakfast. I'm just drinking water to stay, to stay hydrated. So, yes, Marcus, Qantas is going to be the last plane for today. Marcus says, your dad had a Volkswagen Passat at Opel Ascona, and later Opel Kadett E. Oh, Kadett E. They were nice cars. A station wagon. There was only one car better than the Kadett E. It was the Kadett C. Especially when you tweaked it. The C Kadett. Ah, nice. No Manta? Another great film, right? Another great film from the 80s. A Manta. What about that? I never had a Manta. A friend of mine had. Yeah, I stand in the cold. That's right. That's right. Now, the sun is still okay. Temperature-wise, it's not that bad. It's just the wind from the water, and I can feel it in my throat. And whenever it's possible tomorrow, I would like to come back tomorrow to get hopefully some runway 4 operations. That would be amazing. So what do we have? what do we currently have? What's going on here? We have Viva Bus, Flight 101 to Mexico City coming up. No real ADC, whatever. Flight radar is not showing the plane, just random information. We have Copa Airlines to Panama City coming up. They look like United, right? But they're Copa on the 737 MAX 9. That's good. Let's talk wide bodies. What wide bodies do we have? Not many at the moment. No. Doesn't look like. So the Europe rush is gonna start around 5 o'clock with the first planes departing back home to Europe, crossing the pond. So we will be long gone. Jens will have, as a tradition, Jens will have a few slices of pizza at my favorite pizzeria here, just nearby, here in Queens. That's always my thing since I started live streaming. I've been live streaming for not so long. The reason I was actually live streaming because I was contacting Thomas from Fluggesellschaft. Yeah, he actually made me doing live streaming. That's the story behind it. Before I was always thinking about it, was watching the big channels, but didn't have like a lot of time doing it. And you know, I reached out to Thomas and said, hey, you know what? I have an idea. What do you think about? And the rest is history. Yeah, Thomas, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. And we started testing and getting the equipment set up, and we did a test stream from here. The location is the old concrete platform here, and then we got chased away by the cops. And now, just a few months later, we're gonna catch Emirates 380 coming in from Dubai. Perfect. You guys are talking about the Renault, the R19. Wow, absolutely, yes. And Björn says, never again Opel. The worst car ever. Björn had a Felicia, what was it, Skoda Felicia? Yeah. Awesome. Very, very nice. Hi guys, if you could do me a favor, and because that's the second stream, the first one got disconnected, if you could leave me a like, it would be great. So it also helps the algorithm to get this one out a little bit more. Thank you so much, my 80s guys. All right, we have Viva coming up here. Flight back to Mexico City. Not much flight information here on Flight Radar. That's weird. This is very weird. right behind we have, not right behind, but a little bit behind we have Copa Airlines coming over to us as well. Fly to Panama City. The good old Renaults, right? R19s, yeah. Oh my god. Always something broken. You know what? Let's get something here real quick on 3-1 left. That's a 787 coming in, 3-1 left. That is amazing. That's a 9. 787-9 Dreamliner. Oh yeah, awesome. This was American flight 168 coming in from Tokyo Haneda, another flight from Tokyo Haneda. 11 hours and 5 minutes of flight time. The plane is 7 years old. All right, let's go over here to Viva. Flight to Mexico City. And we have on next on 31 right, another Delta. 330, 300 coming in from Athens in Greece. So let's go over and get her. Sunwing Airlines flight 9449 from Punta Cana approaching JFK. No, that's an overflight. I am sorry, they are right on the approach path. When I looked at the flight radar, I was like, what? What? Sunwing? No, they are flying to Ottawa in Canada. They were just right on the approach path. And I see Qantas. Here we go. I see Qantas. 2 minutes out. Turning base right now. Qantas 787-9 Dreamliner. Victor Hotel Zulu November Alpha. Qantas 787-9 Dreamliner. Turning base and cleared for the ILS runway 31 right. That's how it looks like. 31 right. Qantas is number 3 on arrival. And hello, Thomas. Hello, Thomas. You're right on time. Qantas is number 3 on arrival. That's going to be our last plane for today. On the second stream, the first one we had a cutoff, unfortunately. So that's the second stream. And we will end with the Qantas one. And this plane here is Copa Airlines flying back to Panama City on a 737 MAX 9. Thomas, we got stuck in the 80s for some good conversations about music. About it all started with AVX Air being 40 years old, May 1984, right? So it all started with that one. We talked about cars, music. We talked about the telephones from the 80s. And now we are back to cars. So that's good. So next one on 3-1 right is currently American flight 2339 coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. That is a 4 hours flight, and then behind that one it's gonna be Qantas. Qantas flight 3 from Auckland. 15 hours on the dot flight time. No, thank you. Yes, for the plane. No, thank you for being inside the plane for 15 hours. No. Maybe business class, but definitely not economy class. That is too much. Audi 80 LS Silver Green. Thomas, Audi buddy. My first one was an Audi 100 L 5E. 5 cylinders, 136 horses. Audi buddy, here we go. In Weinrot, in wine red. That was my first car. My dad actually gave it to me. Here she comes. Last plane for today. My friends, this is it. What a great day, but what a cold day. I am freezing. I am literally freezing. My nose is running. I hope I don't get sick, but it was a fantastic day. Very windy. Very windy today. Temperature-wise okay, but the wind made it feel like really cold. So, we ended with Qantas 787-9 Dreamliner coming in from Auckland on a 15 hours flight. And I tried to see what I can do for tomorrow. The city is gonna host the annual New York City Marathon, so a lot of roads will be closed. I'm gonna see what I can do. But the plan is to come on for tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a 04 operations. I cannot promise it, guys, I can't promise it. But if it's somehow possible, I will do it. Thank you very much for a fantastic day. Marcus, as always, thank you very much for your support as my moderator. And Marcus is my member number 1. Membership number 1 for the channel. Amazing support. And let's see what we can do for Thanksgiving. That's the plan, that we're gonna lift off something really amazing for Thanksgiving. Guys, have a beautiful night, have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Have a beautiful morning, right? And hope to see you tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. And the latest we see each other again will be Thanksgiving. Thank you, and have a great night.